We're going to begin with an exclusive interview with President Bush. At the end of another difficult week for the U.S. economy, the announcement of a new direction on the future of U.S. troops in Iraq, and renewed criticism of the Chinese government, there certainly was no shortage of topics to be raised with the president today when our chief White House correspondent Martha Raddatz met him at his ranch in Crawford, Texas.
Vice President Cheney said to me a few weeks ago that this administration doesn't go by fluctuations in the polls. The fact is, those polls have not fluctuated over the years. They have been solidly saying that the war was a mistake.
Yeah, well, you know, look, obviously I care about what the American people think. They're the people who are paying for the effort. I think you can, and I understand people don't like war. I don't like war.
On Afghanistan and Pakistan, intelligence agencies will say that if there is another 9/11 plot being hatched, it is probably in that region, not Iraq.
Probably true.
Then why not more assets there? Why aren't you concerned about getting more troops in that area?
Because they're not in Afghanistan, and if they were in Afghanistan, they'd be routed out of Afghanistan. We got plenty of firepower to take on Al-Qaeda cells in Afghanistan.
Then why is Admiral Mullen so worried about that area? Why are the Joint Chiefs so worried about that area?
We're all concerned about the area. This is the area in which Al-Qaeda had safe havens before.
A little over a year ago, you told ABC you had been a good steward on the economy.
Yeah.
Are you still that? Or do you have to take responsibility for what's happening?
Of course I take responsibility for a downturn, just like I try to take some credit for the fact that we had the longest uninterrupted job growth in the history of the country. And I'm concerned. I'm concerned about those who are worried about staying in their homes. I'm concerned about energy prices.
On the Olympics, the Olympic head has called on China to improve human rights, calling this a crisis. You've watched the protests. Are you still insisting on going to those opening ceremonies?
My plans haven't changed. But what I find interesting about this, just so you know, is that this isn't a new issue for me. Every time I meet with the Chinese president, and I met a lot with them, I bring up religious freedom.
But your presence at the Olympics says something to the world.
It says I'm supporting our athletes, is what it says. And I don't view the Olympics as a political event. I view it as a sporting event. And, you know, I have brought up religious freedom and Darfur and Burma and the Dalai Lama before the Olympics, during the Olympics, and after the Olympics I'll bring it up. I view this as an opportunity to support U.S. athletes. And my plans haven't changed. No, they haven't changed.
Nothing will change your mind on that.
My plans haven't changed.